Oh dear, what a shame for the Behemoth boys. Out they go. Attila the Drum, Onslaugt and Razer. They stay in. Sorry, boys.
And so we're down to 3. And just as our robots can begin to taste victory, one of them is about to eat dirt as the Annihilator takes another victim. So, let the annihilation begin!
Roboteers, stand by.
Our terrible trio, Onslaugt, magnificent. Razer, crushing. The Onslaugt boys, Mark Colin, David Wood and his dad, Alan, and the Razer team in there, Ian Lewis, Simon Scott. Not forgetting team member Vincent Blood as well. There's Attila the Drum from Southampton, Bernie Ryder at the controls, Helen and Aisha with him.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I would imagine Attila the Drum very much up against it here, unless Razer or Onslaugt decide to take the other favourite out, because I make them co-favourites at the moment for this. Attila the Drum... Attila. What are they doing? Slam bam on the arena floor. They can win this by doing very little in the entire Annihilator. Onslaugt through the flames. 12 miles an hour top speed. Too quick for Razer, it would seem. Oh, but look at that awesome, great, crushing weapon. And Attila the Drum, now that is the first time we've seen a real punishing attack from Attila the Drum. The potential of an attack anyway. A maddening spin and the heavy flail on the end. Very, very nearly caught. And that is a worthy tactic. I want to see that again from Attila the Drum. Look at that, spinning wildly, and if that connects and catches, then Razer and Onslaugt could be in real trouble. They, meanwhile, duel their dance of death together. Onslaugt away, Attila spinning. Onslaugt away from Razer. In comes Attila the Drum, bang down. It needs to get closer. The ref bot has a look. Razer trying to catch up with Onslaugt and get side on so it can crush down with the beak. Of course, Onslaugt has other ideas. No point in trying to flip Attila the Drum. It can roll both sides up. Drum, not this one. And the tempo of the drum is beating ever quicker, it would seem. Can it catch Razer, or will Razer go in and pierce the very drum itself? Fully floating electronics inside the body of Kevlar on Attila the Drum. Razer with the electric power and the 9-ton hydraulic piercer. And Onslaugt with the pneumatically powered scooper, the static spikes at the rear. Razer spinning in the middle of the arena floor. This is very close, you know. It has not been the most punishing of Annihilator rounds. It's a little bit more cagey, but that is another strong blow from Attila the Drum. And now they are finally proving worthy opponents here. Look at that, crashing against Razer. And yes, they have been aggressive here, and Razer was stunned. Razer was clearly stunned. Ian Lewis and Simon Scott need to get Razer moving again, otherwise we could have an upset, because although it has danced on the arena floor, it has taken punishment. Look at that, bang! Bang from Attila the Drum. Onslaugt has been busy, Attila the Drum has been potentially destructive, and Razer here suddenly is up against it and needs to work hard. Waiting its moment to close on Attila the Drum, but they can't get in there, fearful of that mighty mace-type weapon at the end. It's an interchangeable weapon. They can bring back the pickaxe. Razer trying to close in there on Onslaugt. A bash and a crash. Now, has the hydraulic crusher of Razer become immobilized? We haven't really seen it here at this stage. It draws back. It tries to tatter and tear, but Kilolot's got Attila. Attila driven in onto the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, and that meant it was game for Sir Kilolot. What a shame. Oh, what a shame for Bernie Ryder and the team, because I thought they were doing so well. Can they now redeem themselves? They've gone back onto the fringe of the CPZ. That's lunacy. Oh, no. Sir Kilolot's got the weapon. The wheels spin, but there's no one at home, Bernie Ryder, I'm afraid. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. The wheels are tattered and torn. And I thought we were in for a major, major upset. Onslaugt and Razer, will they now survive if it goes to the judges? Because the most punishment sustained by anyone at this stage sustained there. And it was the house robots that caused it. Now can Razer suddenly close on Onslaugt? Goodness me, they just got away. Matilda in the thick of the action there as well. Onslaugt very nearly into peril. And they are in peril now, Razer! Now you can see the crushing beak. And it'll go to the judges again. Will they survive? Nice try, Razer. Would have been a nice enough try by Killalot. We'll wait and see what the judges say. Look at this. The flailing mace of Attila the Drum as Onslaugt and Razer busied themselves with each other. Onslaugt on the attack on Attila the Drum. But that was a mighty crash and a bash on Razer. And at that stage, I think Attila the Drum was winning this Southern Annihilator. But then the two others combined. Good tactics, pushing Attila the Drum into the CPZ. Was that the decisive moment? Or was this? We'll wait and see.
Attila the Drum forced into Killalot's CPZ. Immobilised. Attila the Drum annihilated. You got a fair way, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you pleased with how far you got?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, not too bad.
It's quite a mean little night thing on the back of your drum, isn't it?
I know, yeah. You can go over the top of it or swing round with it, but at the end there, I lost drive to one wheel. I think it might have been Razer hit something at the front there, I don't know. But
Well, he's a tough robot, that Razer,
it
isn't
is,
he?
yeah.
You probably get relieved you're out then.
Yeah.
You would have to fight them all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's a bit of weight off me, mind.
Well, it was nice to have you. We hope you come back next year.
Yeah, nice being here.
OK. Yeah, it's great. Well, let's hear it for Attila the Drum.
One wheel on their wagon, not enough for Attila the Drum to stay in. Immobilised and out. Onslaugt left with Razer.
Well, we're sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
But it was a great fight, wasn't it?
It was. It's a fantastic fight. The best one we've had, I think.
Yeah. And what happened? Why were you immobilised in that corner?
Not quite sure. We got pushed in the corner and Killalot grabbed us, but I think we lost drive to one of the wheels maybe just before that. It could have been Onslaugt, it could have been Razer, because he took a nip out of us at the front.
Oh.
And,
was there a point that you thought you'd had that?
Definitely. When they were fighting together, we were spinning around, we were hitting both at the same time.
I know, it was beautiful work. But back to Southampton,
Yes.
and back for the next wars, we hope.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
we'll be
definitely.
there.
Yeah.
Ho-hum, out go the drum. There's the Onslaugt machine, along with Razer, Ian Lewis and Simon Scott, co-favourites for me, both magnificent.
Machine covered in soot.
Well, a key question is how much titanium have you got?
We've got quite a bit. The whole rear axle is titanium, and the front axle and the tips on the back here on the spikes, they're all titanium.
So those are the bits that Razer can't get hold of quite so easily, or
Not
can't
quite so
crush
easily.
quite so easily. But unfortunately, the rest of your robot is stainless steel.
It is, and you can go straight through the lid.
Who can? And Razer did that.
He did.
What else did he do?
He bent the side of the chassis.
It's not looking good, is it?
Oh, no.
But you've got your 1967 motor,
Yes.
which is actually still quite warm.
It is it's very hot.
It's very hot. Now, have we got a message for Razer? Come on. It's the finals.
Be gentle.
Be gentle. I think I'm going to leave you. You need tactics, really, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, have you thought of anything? How are you going to approach this?
Run.
Well, here's one they prepared earlier. And that's what it looks like now. Now, you've taken quite a lot of damage, haven't you?
It's wrecked, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, Scott. Just maybe one more fight left.
One more fight in you.
A bit more go.
Well, you only need one. You've got 9 tons of hydraulic pierce there.
That bit's all right. Yeah, that's like the good bit.
There's a nice bit of damage here. That's the battery off Vercingetorix where we pierced them earlier on. We've got the acid on the nose
We
still.
said sorry
Straight
because
through.
we're honourable like that.
Well, we've already seen what you did to Onslaugt earlier. They're suffering more holes than you, I tell you. They look like a sieve at the
We've got a
moment.
great axe hole there. Nearly clipped the motors. We had motors overheating today, so we've been cooling them down with a big airstream off the gas bowl.
Ice pack on there.
Yeah, they need it.
Well, you're away, aren't you, really? I'll just leave you to put the other side on, and we'll see you in that arena.
See you in a bit.
Well, we said it'd be brutal, and having seen what they've swept up off the arena floor, I don't think there's as much twisted metal in Yuri Geller's cutlery drawer. But after all the mayhem, 2 robots have somehow survived. But only one can be crowned Annihilator champion of the South. This should be a classic. Let the final begin!